Video, as you can see, the whole CMG responded to the video, all because we're riding with Dolph, and you have to understand that Dolph, he has people that's in his favor. A lot of people, they sit back and they look at the fact that, okay, he ran this side of Memphis and he ran that side of Memphis, but no, we talked to almost everyone in Memphis, and they're saying the same thing.
Yeah.
PRE was the ones who was most talked about. Look at what Key Glock said in the song. It's so many hidden messages. And if you look at the court case with the whole Dolph situation, Straight Drop and Cornelius, they're basically they're holding back from saying who was with them, like the third getaway driver. They're holding back. But if you look at the fact that Moneybagg Yo has a whole bunch of enemies from the beginning, before he even got signed to CMG. And you gotta know that Big Moochie Grape, he wasn't playing when he said that he was gonna get back for Dolph. A lot of people thought that Big Moochie Grape was just talking, but he wasn't. You gotta look at it like, if your homie got into it with somebody, and then the beef been going on for like a year, 2, 3 years, 4 years, you gotta understand, when something happens to your homie, you gonna go straight to the people who you think did it. And it may be the wrong people. You never know. It may be the wrong people. There's a lot of mistaken identity happening.
Yeah, and Big Moochie Grape had to make sure to clear up his things too, because it happened that all of a sudden, after Big Moochie Grape getting signed and having his chain taken, that all these things happened. So Big Moochie Grape had to do the get back. Big Moochie Grape, his people, his cousins, his little brother, they was the ones that set up Nuski, and Moneybagg Yo backdoored him, gave him the green light to get green lighted.
To ride around, or even put on no gloves just to drive around. You got to look at that like they was waiting on Dolph. They were waiting on Dolph. Maurice, he doesn't even want to come to court to testify against them for Dolph. He made a statement stating that Dolph only came to the cookie shop for ice cream and cookies. A lot of people know that he only came to the cookie shop to pick up the money. So now, once you look at the facts and details of what's going on, Straight Drop may be getting off from this situation, and they may be investigating Makedas after this. Makedas, they are laying low. They said Makedas Raven, she went to Texas. So basically, she's hiding out in the same spot Straight Drop was hiding out, in the same neighborhood.
Yeah, and the person that's hiding them, that's hiding Raven and hiding 901 Trigger Tray, is the SKO. SKO, he hiding them for some reason because they paid him. They paid him to drive him to Dallas. 901 Trigger Tray and them did a live on the rooftop somewhere in Dallas, trying to make it so that everybody in Memphis can be seeing them, that they're not in that city no more. And so the reason they went to Dallas is because that's the same place that Black Youngster, Straight Drop, and everybody was hiding out at, because SKO, he the one that's getting paid to get hotel rooms in his name. They getting rental cars in his name. They basically using SKO to put everything on his name to make the paper trail go on him. And little did he know that he's going to end up put in the RICO case too, because he aiding and abetting. So if you helping Raven and you helping 901 Trigger Tray, you aiding and abetting, and you just as responsible as anybody else. Because how are you gonna help people that may have played a role in this whole case and you don't even know what's going on, but they be lying to your face over like a couple $100 they must have gave you. So if you hurting that bad that you gotta go aid and abet Raven and Makedas, and you disrespect them because they're selling Dolph cookies and making money off of his name when he got hurt in their place and they got something to do with it, and they name ain't been cleared, and they ain't even come out and give the proper apologies. So yeah, and the fact that Skull guy is they just using him to get the paper trail, have him come up on it, and if people are looking for Makedas, if people are looking for 901 Trigger Trey because of his Ford truck being there, and if people looking for Raven because of how she lies so many times in the investigation, she literally said, "Stay with that." She heard her dad say, "Stay with me, Dolph," and then she said, "That's not even my dad no more." Yeah, you think we stupid? We know you lying, and so that's why you got to run away from Memphis. You can't even stay in your own city no more. You got kicked out of Memphis. So stay out of Memphis. Don't come back, and you better hide behind Sko, and Sko better be ready, because when there's people out there that's ready to get Makedas on that, ready to get Raven and 901 Trigger Trey on that RICO charge, or if the people in the streets find them first, you gonna be tied up right there with them. So that's funny now, because all the people who, all the people choosing sides now. So people teaming up with Makeda's Raven cookie killers and going on a run through Texas. Little do they know that the marshals is gonna be looking for them too. And yep, and somebody at a Moneybagg Yo circle is gonna be looking for Raven and them, because they the ones who dropped the location on Nuski. Raven, the one that is a manager for artists, and she said she was so thirsty to be signed by CMG that she would do anything. She said that in that radio interview. So she's the thirstiest person for Yo Gotti. She must want to suck and slop on Yo Gotti or something like that. And so she would be ready to backdoor green light, get your shot up, whatever it takes to get the clout for CMG. And, whatever money Raven can put in her own pocket, because the cookie shop ain't doing enough apparently. And now they don't want to work. Now they want to go on vacations to Dallas and stuff. So it's interesting what happened to the business. Why ain't you selling Dolph cookies no more, huh? So that's interesting. And, but all this aiding and abetting and helping the cookie people is just going to get you even more into the sticks, man. You ain't going to make it out of this side. So basically, Memphis is looking for Raven and 901 Trigger Trade. They know that they got kicked out of town, and they said if we find them, then we gonna keep it in the streets, unless the feds pick them up first. And when the feds pick them up first, Raven gonna snitch on Maurice. And Raven and them, they just gonna be rats. They gonna be just tattletaling, the nastiest, biggest, fattest rats you ever seen. That's going to be Raven and 901 Trigger Trey. So nothing but a bunch of street rats, sewer rats, you know what I mean? And these sewer rats, Raven, they going to hide out in Dallas all year long, try to live in every motel under Sko's name. So if y'all want to, if anybody looking for Makedas, all you got to do is look for Sko and his big hat. And they on the rooftop in Dallas, look in the video and look at if they in a house too. They went live off of some webcam in the house. So they in some apartment somewhere too. And they said they're on the north side of Dallas. So they just giving away their location. They're on the north side of Dallas, and they feel like they safe in Dallas because Dallas is all CMG territory. And so now they're trying to get Sko to be a CMG blogger. So keep an eye out for that. Sko gonna be having Black Youngster blogs, Cookie Killer blogs. he into it. He best friends now with Raven. And then they gonna like end up probably ratting on him for something too. So we'll see. Until they backdoor and get the skull set up, they just gonna use him until then. And he don't even know.